This is S13 the Beast, sitting here doing a gun review, as you seen from the video prior. Got the Cobra Denali 380. We took it to the range. Had me and my brother-in-law. We were out there shooting with it. It is a little. I do know that it does have a reputation of being bullet sensitive. Definitely likes brass. Had a little bit of problems with the steel casings, but other than that, not too bad. Does have a problem in the video, as you can tell in some of the clips, or one of the clips that I actually had to, on the first round of the clip, I actually had to force it into the thing because it would get caught open as it was trying to feed in, and then I'd actually have to force it the rest of the way. Other than that, it's not too bad. It might be something that wears into it. I put about 100 rounds into it about today. Trying to break it in a little bit. Tried different rounds. Definitely stuck with brass. Did try some steel. You know, that kind of thing. And so, features that I do and don't like about this is I do like the fact that it does feel really good in the hand. It's pretty ergonomic. I like it. I like the way that it kind of sits on the back of your hand there. It's got a good, with the Magnum extension for the pinky. And it's not too bad. It is just pressed. It's not exactly the best thing, but it works. And I did pick it up for about 160 bucks, so I mean, really I can't be too picky about it, and I'm not going to be. So relatively not too bad. I did add one thing before I went out because I just want to add these on there, which are little dots for this, make the sights more visible. I just took like some green paint and just popped that on there. Another feature, that one thing I don't like about it, but I mean it doesn't really bother me too much, is that when magazine's empty, it does not have a slide lock onto it. It doesn't stay open. So some people would find that to be, they like to have that, but it doesn't really bother me too bad. It does have this thing on there, which I'm going to pop this in safety because it does have a manual safety right here on the side there. That is a slide lock, but it doesn't lock open. It does have this, which is called the sear, and in the middle right there, when you actually do, it is cocked, you'll see the firing pin right there in the middle, almost kind of like a silver dot, and it tells you if it's locked and loaded or ready to go. And it's but yeah, let's take a closer look into it here. Okay, here we go, guys. All right, as you see here, it is nothing too fancy about it. It actually doesn't look too bad, honestly. Like, it is simple. I do kind of like it, as a simplistic wise. It is on a polymer frame, which is the bigger difference, or the main one of the main differences from the CA380 Cobra to the Denali, because that was on a full metal frame. Now you can the magazine release is now, they moved it from a European style all the way to the side right here, which is not too bad. You kind of have to use it like your middle finger. You could probably get it. Not too bad, I guess. And with the, like I said, I do like this feature because I got big hands, as you can tell. And kind of getting that pinky extender, that really does help out a lot. Take it apart, you just take, like you see the button right back here, there's like a little, this is actually a hook. And take your safety off first. Make sure she's all thing. You take your magazine out too if you want to. Don't really have to, I guess. But then you go back here and you press this in a bit, and it just pops off like that as you press this button in. Because it's actually, if you, as you can tell, it's actually a little hook here. Not too bad. So it actually hooks on the back of the frame here on that little pin back here. Other than that, I mean, this is the most I'm ever going to probably ever break it down. I'm not any gunsmith or anything like that. But, you know, you can actually get in there to get the majority cleaning and everything like that. I am going to get in here with a Dremel soon, though, because I think that might help the feed ramp problem for the feeding. Get that, Dremel that out a bit. I've seen a lot of other people with this gun, they actually said that actually helps out a lot. So we're gonna give that a try later on. I might do a video on it once I do it and see what the give you an update on it. But then you have your everything's all in there like that. With your firing pin spring, and you got your piece. Now, when you actually do have it cocked, this is actually what you're looking at right here. Is this little back end right here. And that's actually, they use the firing pin as an extractor. This actually does the extracting point on this, like the ribs on there. So, yeah, okay. That just all goes back in like that. That fits over top. If I put the wrong way, right? All right. All right. Well, final thoughts on it. Review has my thoughts on it. Would I carry it as a self-defense? Yeah, I guess any kind of gun's better than no gun if this is all you can afford. Honestly, it does have its quirks. It does get the job done. It does fire a relatively not too bad round. A lot of people knock on the 380, but it's not a bad round. It's better than, you know, a stick or a stone, right? Like I said, other than the fact of it being like you know, case sensitive, I really haven't found too much wrong with it down the road. I haven't had too many. Actually, I haven't had any jams. Honestly, it's like I had originally the first out of the box jam on the first bullet. Once I got it unjammed, I haven't had a jam since, and that's 100 rounds into it now. I mean, a lot of people say this is a better design than it was. And I agree so far, as long as you stay away from the steel casings like that. But I guess I did hear if you do what I was talking about earlier about the feed ramp, it probably might fix the problem of it might accept steel jackets after that. But I'll get back to that on another video. But that's it for now. I'm going to put a little bit, probably some more of the gun use on the end of this. So this is S13 the Beast. See you later.